McCain, and I offered him my congratulations. I told him that I'd much rather prefer that he had called me tonight. But he was very gracious, as we knew he would be. And I was certainly willing to compliment him. I want to thank him for running a civil and a good and a decent campaign. He should be congratulated. One of the things I'm proud of, those of us, the two of us who finished at the top, ran a campaign with a level of civility without attacking each other. And even though I'd like for the outcome to be just a little different on the top and in the second place, I had rather be where I am and have done it with honor than to have won with the dishonor of getting there by attacking somebody else. Been willing to run with me, and grateful for the campaign that he has run as well. Well, obviously tonight, we wanted to come here and to declare a South Carolina victory. We got awful close. Unfortunately, in politics, close doesn't count for the first slot, but it does count. And the reason that I want to encourage you tonight is to remind you that politics, and particularly this year, more than perhaps any other, this is not an event. It is a process. And the process is far, far from over. Obviously, I'm deeply grateful to our South Carolina team, working their hearts out. To Mike Campbell, our state chairman, his wonderful mother, Iris Campbell. I thank you so very much. To my friend, former Governor David Beasley and his wife, Mary Wood, once again, stuck his neck out and just was able to campaign with me all over this country and here in South Carolina. And I just want to thank him also for jumping in, and we'll look forward to having him on the track. Lieutenant Governor Andre Bauer, and for his willingness to endorse us this week. And in many ways, I believe that we will leave South Carolina not only with incredible numbers of friends, but I believe with the renewed unity in the Republican Party of South Carolina, bringing these two men, Mike Campbell and Andre Bauer, to the same stage. Both of them have an incredibly great future, as does South Carolina, a most wonderful state. I cannot begin to say thanks enough for our staff. These are the people that, honestly, I don't know how many weeks a person can go without sleep, but they're going to test the absolute outer limits of it before this campaign is over. Most campaigns have 3 people to 1 that we have on our staff. And they have just worked, not with complaint, but with a commitment that I've never seen ever. And then the volunteers, many of you have come here from all over America at your own expense. It's incredible. And we've had people that literally have made phone calls for us, some of whom are in Europe. And they've used their free cell phone weekend minutes to make calls back to South Carolina and encourage people to Let me just say that tonight is not a time to start asking, what if? It's a time to start talking about what now? And we're not going to sit around and second guess, well, what if we had done it? What if? No, you know what? I feel like in our effort here, we gave everything we had. We left it all in the field. I don't want anyone who worked in this campaign, from our volunteers or our staff, to feel anything other than an extraordinary sense of pride, and also a sense of just sheer joy that we got as far as we did when nobody thought it was even possible for us to be. Let me tell you and remind you how we got here. It wasn't because we had the most money, the most consultants, the most staff, the most resources, the most polls, the most focus groups. Here's what we had. What we had was we had a message that has connected and continues to connect with people all over this country who have feared that they have been forgotten and have become invisible to many political people. And they fear that maybe they matter just as much, because what they really want is they want a government that will take the heavy burden of taxation off their backs. They want a government that will start thinking about how much money it's spending and stop it. And finally start acting with some level of sanity when it comes to spending the very dollars they've taken from us. People want a government that recognizes that mothers and fathers really do raise better children than governments do, and they want a government that leaves them alone so they can raise their children as they see fit.